Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Say it louder, say it louder. You're the question, you're the answer. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Say it louder, say it louder. You're the question, you're the answer. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time.
A very good evening. Welcome to World Cup 2026 as we conclude the semi-final stages. One finalist through. We will find another one tonight to complete our 2026 World Cup final lineup. It's England taking on Argentina in Atlanta, Georgia, to see who will face Spain in the showpiece event on Sunday. After last night's result, Spain 2-0 winners against France in that one. It means that France will play in the bronze final against the loser of this game. And the winner of this one will face Spain in the live final. The 2026 FIFA World Cup final, Sunday, 8 o'clock from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey to see who will be the champions of the world. Remember, it could be an all-European final if England win. For Argentina, it could be a chance to go back-to-back if they can get it done. We will find out of this one tonight. But before all that, let's have a chat on what way the bracket looks so far. This is the way it stands coming into tonight's game, England-Argentina, the last before we have our two finals. The bronze final on Saturday night and the live big final, the winning final, to say the very least, Spain against the winner of this one. That's on Sunday evening after what we've seen over the last few rounds. For England, well, they were world champions back in 1966, 60 years ago. The last semi-final in the World Cup was 2018. They lost to Croatia. They haven't reached the World Cup final, England, since 1966, and only their fourth ever World Cup semi-final this. They've lost 2 of their previous 3. It's the most games and wins at a World Cup against a single opponent is Argentina for England, who they've played 5 times before the World Cup and won 3 of those 5 games, and they are unbeaten at this World Cup. Our Thomas Tuchel's side, 5 wins and just the 1 solitary draw of a 0-0 against Ghana. For the reigning world champions, Argentina, well, they're the 3-time world champions, 1978, 1986, and of course 2022. They've reached 5 World Cup finals in their history, which they've won 3 of those 5, looking to make it 6 and 2 in as many appearances out of the last 2. 100% winning record in World Cup semi-finals, Argentina. They featured in 5, and they have won all 5 of their World Cup semi-finals. They're unbeaten since their opening group match of the 2022 World Cup. That was against Saudi Arabia in the groups. And only one team has more wins against Argentina at World Cups than England. That is Germany, who have beaten them 4 times. England have beaten them 3. When it comes to their World Cup so far, as this is England's record, won 5 of their 6 World Cup matches to this point. The only 0-0 draw against Ghana was their only draw of the tournament. Some incredible runs in the knockout stage. That comeback win over DR Congo, that feisty affair in Mexico, and of course another comeback against Norway in the quarters. So a comeback ability for England that is certainly one of their highest traits. For Argentina, well, they haven't really had much to fight back from so far. A couple of tight ones against Cape Verde and Egypt, and of course Switzerland, all of course needing late drama. 2 of them going to extra time, of course, in Cape Verde and Switzerland. Egypt finished in normal time after they were 2-0 down, Argentina. So they've not had it all their own way, but they have made it look easy, really, in the grand scheme of things. 6 wins out of 6 for the reigning world champions means they're in firing form heading into this one this evening. Their last World Cup meeting was in 2002 in the groups. David Beckham scored the winning goal for England all the way back in 2002, 24 years ago. Will England have their hero here in Atlanta, or will it be Argentina's turn to get one over on the 3 Lions? England, Argentina. We'll have team news next. A very good evening. Welcome to World Cup 2026. Thank you very much for joining us for this one tonight. Our second live semi-final here from the World Cup. England taking on Argentina for a place in the showpiece final on Sunday at MetLife Stadium to see who could possibly have their chance at once again getting their hands on that illustrious trophy. Of course, we won't have a new winner this time round. We will either have a second-time winner in Spain or England, or a fourth-time winner in Argentina at this World Cup, and a back-to-back winner. So a big storyline no matter what happens from here on out. Coming into this semi-finals, it was the top 4 teams ranked in the world. But who out of these two, the third or fourth, can make it to the showpiece events and make it a chance at some glory? For England, it's been 60 years. For Argentina, it's been barely 4 years, not even 4 years, since they were crowned champions and got the taste of success in a World Cup final. Now they're just one step away from doing it again. For England, well, they haven't been in a World Cup final in 60 years. They've been in 2 of the last 3 international finals. That was the Euros in 2021 and the Euros in 2024. Were knocked out at the quarter-final stage of the last World Cup in 22 by France. And who knows, they could face France in the third-place playoff if they lose this one this evening. Let's have a look at the team news for this one, starting with England. Jordan Pickford continues in goal, as he has done right the way throughout the tournament. Reece James starts at right back with a back 4. John Stones and Mark Guehi are at centre back alongside Jed Spence, who's at left back. Declan Rice is fit and raring to go, according to Thomas Tuchel, for this one. He's alongside Elliot Anderson. Jude Bellingham continues in the 10. Has been a real hero for England at this World Cup, Jude Bellingham. Morgan Rogers starts in this one along with Anthony Gordon and the wide players. And Harry Kane, of course, up front for England. On the bench for the 3 Lions, Dean Henderson, James Trafford, Dan Burn, Ezri Konsa, Nico O'Reilly, Trevor Chalobah, Ebere Echeze, Kobbie Mainoo, Bukayo Saka, Ivan Toney, Marcus Rashford, Noni Madueke and Ollie Watkins. For the reigning world champions, their defence of their title has gone pretty well so far. 6 wins out of 6. But how will they fare against one of the big contenders? Emi Martinez starts in goal. A back 4 of Molina, Romero, Lisandro Martinez and Tagliafico. Paredes, along with McAllister in centre midfield, with Enzo Fernandez on the wide left. Giuliano Simeone is on the right, with Lionel Messi and Julian Alvarez, the front 2, in a 4-4-2. On the bench, Rulli, Musso, Medina, Montiel, Senesi, Otamendi, Palacios, Lo Celso, Gonzalez, Paz, De Paul, Almada, Barco, Lopez and Lautaro Martinez. So it is the reigning world champions taking on a team who are looking to end 60 years of hurts, as they say in the country of England, who will progress to the World Cup final and have a date with destiny against Spain on Sunday. It's England, Argentina in the World Cup semi-final. Kick-off in Atlanta is next. A very good evening. Thank you very much for joining us for this one this evening. Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on push notifications. If you haven't done so already, you do not want to miss the bronze final or the live World Cup final this Sunday, 8 o'clock here at LFS. The bronze final Saturday at 10. We'll have all the details of those a little later when we know who will be playing in what. But it is all on course for this one tonight. All eyes on Atlanta from around the world. Hundreds of millions will be watching along to see whether it will be England against Spain, a repeat of the 2024 Euros, or Spain-Argentina, another incredible battle and matchup of Yamal v Messi on Sunday. Whatever happens, it will be a blockbuster, and we cannot wait to bring it to you. We have a bit of business to fill out before that. Which one of these two can progress? Neither side have been beaten at this World Cup, but one will have to fall by the wayside at one point. Last night we saw France get absolutely torn to pieces really by Spain, outclassed. Will one of these two fare better than the other? As the countdown is on here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, who can get their engine going and kick us off here in Atlanta for the second World Cup semi-final, and a place against Spain in the final is on the line. England in all white, Argentina in their away strip of navy blue and black. Well, England and Argentina have had their comeback moments in the knockout stages so far, so neither are easily beaten or easily held down. But both will know tonight they will need to be at their very best to find a way past the other. First meeting in 24 years, first competitive meeting, shall I say, in 24 years between the two teams. The first time Messi has ever faced England at an international tournament on a competitive match. So a chance for Messi to show his qualities. And England might be on the sword of that. But England have their qualities too. Harry Kane, one of the most in-form strikers in the world at the moment, against the Jude Bellingham as well, who is roaring with form at this World Cup already. England win an early free kick there. You can see it there. Jude Bellingham just shoved to the ground there by Leandro Paredes. Our referee for this one, by the way, is American Ismail Elfath, US referee. There's that free kick from England dealt with by Molina. Taken in by Christian Romero. Back to Enzo Fernandez. Romero all the way back across here as it comes now to Lisandro Martinez, apologies, the Man United defender. And Reece James with the press forces it out for the throw against Tagliafico. Of course, both sides have made changes to this one. Of course, Giuliano Simeone coming in for Argentina. But of course, interesting, Morgan Rogers coming in on the right wing for England. Head of Saka, head of Madueke. Change of approach maybe from Thomas Tuchel on that front. That's beautifully done there by Lionel Messi, who wanted a foul. Referee waved away any claims that he was being penalised or being impeded. And there's going to be a free kick actually gone the way of England here, as Elliot Anderson was brought down. Well, it's a feisty matchup between these two. It's not only a 60-year anniversary since England won the World Cup, it's a 40-year anniversary since these two met in one of the most infamous games of football at a World Cup ever. The Diego Maradona Hand of God game was in Mexico 40 years ago, 1986. Argentina against England in a World Cup quarter-final. We see this again. Yeah, challenge on Elliot Anderson. It's a wry challenge by Enzo Fernandez. See this on Messi a little earlier though. He's not being held. It's not a foul. Yeah, Elliot Anderson does just enough to hold him off. That's not a foul in my opinion. Good refereeing is what I'd call that. It's not a foul to Messi, but it is a foul to Elliot Anderson. Esther says, I'd like England to win, but I'm afraid Argentina will. Robbie says, England's high. Fair enough. Thank you very much for joining us. Everybody in the chat, everybody watching for this one. Huge game. It is ever so exciting. Here's Anthony Gordon. Pressed by Molina. Forced back all the way to Mark Gurhey. Now Jordan Pickford. On to John Stones. And Declan Rice, who was struggling against Norway in the quarter-final. Stomach bug had plagued Declan Rice into the build-up of that game against Norway. Thomas Tuchel made very clear he was fit and firing, ready to go for this semi-final. That's beautiful play though. Beautiful from Spence. Closed out really well down that right-hand side by Molina. Spence was charging through like nobody's business there. Bouncing ball over the top. Looking for the run of Messi. Seen off by Mark Gurhey, who guides it back to Jordan Pickford under no duress whatsoever. Decent from England so far. Early doors. Ball spread out to Reece James, who just kept it in play, but had the ball nicked away from him by Alexis McAllister, as Alvarez had to get it out of his feet. Misplaced this pass. As Gurhey intercepts. Stones, James, Anderson miscued that one. Elliot Anderson trying to be in rhythm there, England, and just miscued his pass. The Nottingham Forest midfielder, or now Manchester City midfielder, Elliot Anderson. Romero. Molina's pass inside was blocked off by Bellingham. Battling with Simeone to win it back off Spence, but Spence, beautiful little turn, takes it under control, but ultimately sliding challenges everywhere flying in. Taking no prisoners, these two early doors, as Elliot Anderson brought down by Simeone. It's going to be another free kick to England. Yeah, it is a foul by Giuliano Simeone, of course, the son of Atletico Madrid boss Diego Simeone. And of course, Atletico Madrid player Giuliano Simeone, of course, as well. And yes, I am wearing an Argentina shirt, but that is just because I bought it. And if I'm paying £85 for a shirt, I am wearing it. Not that I'm anyway biased whatsoever, as that cross from the right-hand side will get England the corner. It's Morgan Rogers and Alexis McAllister seeing it behind the man who scored the opener for Argentina in their quarter-final against Switzerland, the Liverpool midfielder. It will be the first England corner of the game. The first corner of the game. Declan Rice, free kick and corner specialist with Arsenal, looking to give England a bright start here in Atlanta. Stadium which they have played in already, England, in the tournament. And they beat DR Congo in the round of 32. Rice's arm reaches the air. Right-footed delivery into the area, flicked away at the back post. So Argentina get it away and now try and conjure up a counter. Messi's touch was blocked, and the high boot there will get Argentina a free kick, as the header there from Julian Alvarez was just blocked off by a high boot. And we're calling for a possible foul on John Stones there by Giuliano Simeone, but there's nothing in it. Just a bit of wrestling in the box that we're not too concerned about, really. Paredes. Back to Romero. McAllister. To Molina, who will loop it back to his goalkeeper, Emi Martinez, who was the hero in 2022 in that penalty shootout against France. Hasn't been needed. Any of the semi-finalists so far haven't reached a penalty shootout in the tournament, which is a rarity at this stage. Extra time has been splattering between the teams, but none have gone to penalties. Free kick there for Argentina. Has been very stop-start the first 8.5 minutes. Possession has been slightly in England's favour, but nothing really dangerous has happened in either final third as of yet. Romero. Both sides just getting a feel for the ball, a bit of a feel for each other in that sense of making sure they assert a bit of dominance, both teams, with those early challenges. Not afraid to put in a keen tackle, shall we say. Simeone there, a little too keen. Elliot Anderson drawing all the fouls at the moment. It's another England free kick drawn out of by Elliot Anderson. As well, we have a poll in the chat about who you think is going to win. At the moment, those votes coming in, thank you very much for getting involved. At the moment, it is edging out Argentina's way in that front, as Enzo Fernandez was fouled. At the moment, 51% saying Argentina will win, 49% saying England will win, so it's a very even vote. Keep those votes coming in. Romero. McAllister. Blind pass round the corner was to no one. Neither side really able to get into their rhythm in the first 10 minutes here. Some sloppy passes, some over-egging challenges, shall we say. Neither side able to settle. Ball flipped over the top, looking for the run of Anthony Gordon, who's broke away for England. Does get it across, but comfortable enough for Emi Martinez to get on the end of. Nice idea though from England's. Ball in behind for Anthony Gordon, who'd found himself in space and kept the ball in play to cut it across, but easily into the hands of the Argentinian goalkeeper, Emi Martinez. Of course, still under contract at Aston Villa. Fresh off a European title success with Aston Villa in the season just gone. We see some of the stars on show here. Louis Tomlinson, former One Direction band member, watching on from the crowd. That's a poor pass by Romero, well nicked there. But Elliot Anderson, he felt he was fouled. The referee said no, just a fair challenge as there was a collision off the ball. And I think the referee's going to pull it back here for an Argentina free kick. It's Morgan Rogers who'd committed the foul. The referee has infuriated England, as they felt there was a foul on Elliot Anderson beforehand, but that wasn't given, and a foul for Argentina was given. Let's see it again. Yeah, there's nothing in that. He just loses his balance, Elliot Anderson. Enzo Fernandez in a tussle with Elliot Anderson on the ground. Both sides have it. And it's just a bit ridiculous between the two there. I think the referee has to get a grip of this early doors. You can't be allowing childish shit like that to be going on. You can't be allowing things like that between Elliot Anderson and Enzo Fernandez. I mean, it's just both trying to get the better of the referee. It's just a bit unnecessary, really, from both players. Argentina do have the drop ball, is what the referee has given it for. Gets it back underway. Martinez, McAllister, Tagliafico back to Martinez. Yeah, it's just been not much attacking play so far. It's both sides trying to get any sort of possession. It's just been stop-start with free kicks galore. Oh, a little bit of a awkward one there from Lionel Messi, off balance. Ended up making the pass, but not in the most confident manner. Molina to Christian Romero. 1-2 with Lisandro Martinez. Romero with a bit of space to try and push forward here for Argentina. Through the lines into the path of Julian Alvarez. Back to Romero. Wide out to the right hand side it comes. Messi outside of the boot pass. Simeone running behind, but the flag is going to go up very swiftly by the assistant on that far right hand side. Well, England's complaining to the referee again. I'm not too sure what for, but that's what it is. Simeone is carrying the ball away, and Pickford shoulder barges him to the ground. I mean, again, if I'm England here, you don't want to be dragged into things like that with Argentina, because they're masters at this type of play. They know how to get under their opponent's skin. England just can't bite in those moments. Just have to stay calm and composed. Lovely from Jed Spence. Flicks it round the corner. It's Anthony Gordon away here for England. On the left-hand side, cutting onto his right foot, surrounded as McAllister ends up carrying it away after the challenge from Enzo Fernandez. Now, Argentina could be on the move here. McAllister, beautiful football. Seen him and Messi. Simeone looking for the lone man, and Julian Alvarez, who nips around the back of Reece James. Now Fernandez fires it across. Overhit that one towards Messi. They've come alive all of a sudden here. Tagliafico. Back to Leandro Paredes. And now Lisandro Martinez, as Argentina push themselves up the field. Yeah, started to show a glimmer of what they're capable of, Argentina. That crisp, sharp football. Beautiful link-up play down that right-hand channel. Paredes. McAllister. Clips it over the top, looking for a runner. Headed away by Guehi. Spence in a battle with Simeone. That will be an Argentina throw. Simeone using his body to see that one out for a throw-in, which he takes quickly. No waiting around for Argentina. Molina. Paredes. congested English defence in the way. A 4-4-2 from England out of possession here. They're trying to squeeze through the lines. Messi trying to eke that one through a space that really didn't show, as Paredes with a wonderful challenge. Perfect challenge to win it back. McAllister, beautiful little deft turn on the ball. Not much room there again for Enzo Fernandez to manoeuvre as he was brought down. Referee again says no foul, as England will now get a free kick. Anthony Gordon brought down. It is non-stop, this game. Non-stop. The first 16 minutes full of challenges, full of free kicks and crunching challenges. This is a perfect one from Leandro Paredes on Jude Bellingham a little earlier. Beautiful challenge. Bellingham just laughs it off, but you kind of feel England just need to be composed in these moments when Argentina are their gritty, horrible selves in terms of it's a horrible team to play against at times. I mean, it's the way they find a way to win, and credit to them for that. They play some beautiful football, of course, but they certainly do not allow their opponents to have a nice game. Guehi down the left hand side for Jed Spence. Back to Mark Guehi. Chance for England to have a go at Argentina here as Harry Kane gets the ball deep into the space. Reece James has made a foray forward. Little 1-2 with Bellingham. Where James picks up the ball, finds Spence. Trying to spin his way through. Fernandez on the cover. That sees it behind for a goal kick. Celebration there from Enzo Fernandez, and seeing that behind for a goal kick. There's Mick Jagger. They'll be hoping they can move like Jagger, one of these two teams tonight. McAllister out to the left for Tagliafico. Couldn't squeeze that ball through. Rice with the block. And all the way back to Jordan Pickford it comes. An intriguing affair so far. Neither side have had a shot yet. That probably shows you what type of game it's been to this point. Another crunching challenge. Tagliafico with the challenge on Morgan Rogers. Will be an England throw. Again, Harry Kane in the air. The referee saying, how's that not a foul? It's not a foul because that's an incredible challenge. That's why it's not a foul. Perfectly timed. Spence. Gordon. Bellingham holding it off back to Mark Guehi. All the way back to Mark Guehi and across to John Stones. Rogers finding Declan Rice on the turn. Tagliafico right on the back of him. Rogers challenged by Martinez, and last touch there coming off Lisandro Martinez, so it is a throw into England. Again, every single challenge England are calling for a foul. It's just a little bit desperate in my opinion, early doors. Just settle. You get the fouls when they're fouls. Lovely little reverse ball this. Rogers early from James. Too close to Emi Martinez. Really beautiful link up though. The ball central. Spun wide to Morgan Rogers, holding the width on the edge of the box. Waiting for that overlap round the back of him from Reece James, who goes first time into the box. Low and hard, but into the hands of Emi Martinez, who comfortably retrieves. Good control from Messi. Messi there with a heavy touch, unlike him. Elliot Anderson wasting no time in trying to make the tackle. That's no doubt about this game. Both teams will go to 100%, if not more, if they can. They will give everything for this. Here is Julian Alvarez breaking into the box. Trying to fire it across. It's found the right-hand side. It's chested down. And up and away by Elliot Anderson. The first glance he got at it. Back into the mix it goes. Flick round the corner. Offside flag though up against Lionel Messi, who tried to head it back across goal into the danger zone. Nice controlled defending there from England, just getting it away, dealing with the danger right at first hand. And the first 20 minutes have surpassed. England 0, Argentina 0 here in Atlanta. Not a single shot between them to this point. It has been a scrap, to say the very least, in the first 20 minutes. Long ball over the top from Pickford, looking for the run of Rodgers, who jumps into the back of Tagliafico there and says he was fouled. See it again here. Tagliafico just blocking him off. It's good, strong defending. Shielding it back to his goalkeeper. Definitely not a foul in it on Rodgers. Beautiful little flick turn there from Messi. So he's got to be, Lionel Messi won't be given time on the ball. He's got to be first touch, first time passes. I mean, it's almost like he's the best player in the world, the GOAT, so there's no question he's got it in his locker. It's just about doing it. Paredes angling one nicely out to Julian Alvarez out on the left. Alvarez, no way through the middle there against Reece James. Out for an Argentina throw. The first blow in this game could be huge. An early goal could really turn this game into a scrappy affair to an all-out offensive affair. Just all-out pound for pound battle in the attacking areas, goal for goal really. That's what kind of my fingers are crossed for, that we have a goal fest here in Atlanta. But McAllister there was clipped out a little late. I think it's a fair challenge considering McAllister had the heavy touch, but he just got it away. Alexis McAllister in the nick of time before Bellingham got there, and he was a little late, Bellingham. He has a right to go for the ball, but he's just a little late, Jude Bellingham. McAllister just about gets away with the heavy touch, but Argentina will get the free kick out of it. Lionel Messi standing over it. There will be time to take the free kick before the hydration break. Messi darts it out to the far right hand side. Simeone going at Jed Spence here. Simeone trying to find a way through. Spence like a brick wall in the way. Sees it behind for a corner. Good 1v1 defending from Jed Spence. Didn't jump in, didn't give him too much space, just measured it well. Sergio Aguero watching on. Looks a little nervous, the Sergio Aguero there. He was on the field. You know what he's on the field for. Free kick worked out well for Argentina as they find a corner here, as referee just trying to assert some control in the box to make sure it's very clear what can and cannot be done between Simeone and Pickford. Corner here for Argentina, their first of the game. Messi to deliver from the right. Left-footed delivery. Swung into the box. Back post. It was going to be a free kick to England anyway. Dealt with by England at the back post. I think Pickford was fouled there, is what the referee is calling for. Yeah, Simeone there. Just hauling at Jordan Pickford, as that's going to trigger the hydration break then here in Atlanta. At England 0, Argentina 0 with 24 minutes on the clock. A place in the World Cup final awaits the winner. Who will be there to face Spain in a number of days' time? Sunday, 8 o'clock, the 2026 World Cup final here on LFS. And on Saturday at 10 o'clock, we will have the bronze final to see who will be third or fourth out of that one. We know France are in that mix. The loser of this game will also join France in that game on Saturday in Miami. From this sort of place in Atlanta, Georgia, one team will be heading north to New Jersey. One will be heading south to Miami. Whether that's a metaphor to say the very least, and where their tournament has gone, it is quite befitting. Just a reminder of what it looks like there on the graphic, of what's to come. Really looking forward to kind of the outcome of this World Cup. All the talk about Argentina, and there's been such controversy around them in this tournament so far, whether that will withstand all of the criticisms and they will be able to go and do it again, whether Spain can really conquer the world as they did all those years ago when they were European champions and world champions at the same time. For the very first time, can they do that again? Spain and England, first time in 60 years they would be in a final if they won this. Could they end a 60-year wait for a return to the top of the world stage? And France have already had their chance and blown it last night. They can't say they haven't had their fair share of tournaments. Only two international tournaments for France have they not been in a final since 2014. This will be the third time since 2014 that France aren't going to be in a international tournament final. So they've had their fair share. England have had their fair share too. They were in the Euros final 2 years ago. They were in the Euros final in 2021, but haven't been to a World Cup final with this team, or any team, since 1966. It is something that has evaded them at every step of the way. And the last time they were on this stage at a World Cup semi-final 8 years ago, it was the tricky masters of Croatia who saw the better out of England on that one, and were able to see England out and end up inflicting more hurt on Gareth Southgate's side in that one. An England side who lost 2-1 to Croatia in that semi-final after extra time. Mandzukic with the winner in that one. Oh, here Argentina back underway, and the ball through to Messi. Couldn't take it under control. Julian Alvarez on the edge of the area there for Argentina. Unable to make the most out of it there in the end. Thank you all for getting involved in the chat. That poll, thank you all for your contributions. Great to have you involved with us. Still, that ratio is around about 50-50. It's slightly in Argentina's favour, 51-49 in Argentina's favour after all of the votes have come in. So thank you for getting involved. Keep those votes coming, and we'll keep that open right until late in the second half in this one. So thank you very much for getting involved. Here is Emi Martinez. Going long for Argentina, looking for the run of Simeone. Second ball was targeted by Fernandez, taken in by Enzo Fernandez. But the heavy touch, again letting Giuliano Simeone down on that occasion. Throw into England's. Here's Harry Kane. Launching forward. Tagliafico chasing down Reece James, and Tagliafico winning the challenge. It will be an England throw. Nice ball there from Harry Kane from deep to find the overlapping Reece James. Penny says, well, where are you from? I am from Northern Ireland. Or Ireland, whatever you want to say, whatever your political background. But Belfast, Northern Ireland, so completely neutral, to say the very least. And you're right, Steve, now it has flipped the other way. England have the edge of the vote. Keep those votes coming. It's fascinating to see how tight the vote is between both teams at the moment. That shows how close this game really is and how kind of hard to call this matchup really is coming into tonight's game. Two really well matched sides. Beautiful little turn and move football there from Argentina. Alvarez getting more involved in the build-up. Leandro Paredes now with a bit of space. He's it off to Lionel Messi. Swung out to the left-hand side for Tagliafico. Back to Lisandro Martinez. Paredes. Options and bodies. Paredes with a deep one, looking for the run of Molina wide, but that one overhits. Straight out for a goal kick, but you can see them starting to get into their groove, settle into the game, Argentina. Getting more comfortable with their play now. As I say, yet to have a shot in the game, either team right now. 31 minutes on the clock and there hasn't been a registered shot from either team yet. There has to be a stat about that though. The latest a first shot in a World Cup game has ever been. I'd love to know that stat. As Bellingham was upended as he was entering towards the box. Christian Romero, the key battler. Jude Bellingham curtailed. England free kick as Enzo Fernandez the first challenge and Romero following up to try and win the ball. Free kick to England. It is. It's a clear foul. And definitely an England free kick. The correct call. And I want to reiterate, yes, I'm wearing an Argentina shirt, but that is in no way saying that I want Argentina to win or I want England not to win. I'm completely militarily neutral, shall we say. Whoever wins deserves to win. There you have it. Free kick then to England. Declan Rice, Reece James, the two over it here. As David Beckham sits on the edge of his seat, I'm sure many millions in England are sitting on the edge of their seats too, hoping and dreaming that this might be their magical moment early in this one. Declan Rice over the set piece. Right-footed delivery into the box, back post, headed down and wide by John Stones. He rose up high at the back post, but wasn't able to direct it towards goal. He did well, John Stones, up against Lisandro Martinez at the back post, a complete mismatch. Stones rose up ahead of him, free header really. Just angled a little awkwardly. In the end, goes in the Argentinian favour of a goal kick. Molina, not the best first touches. Enzo Fernandez lets rip up the field. Simeone trying to battle with Jed Spence. A real tussle that between the two. Simeone trying to nip the ball away, but had help there, Spence and Mark Guehi coming across. And Guehi wins the foul out of Simeone. Well, they need to really follow the suit of their nickname, England. The Three Lions, they hunt in packs. That's what England have to do in this one. Press with a multiple number of players. Guehi was there to help out his teammate when he got in a bit of bother. And Guehi did well to win the free kick. Guehi back to Pickford. Now Stones. Again back to Jordan Pickford. Pickford trying to go longer this time. Right to the left. Spence with the first time ball around the corner. Anthony Gordon trying to be tricky. Hooked away by Lisandro Martinez. Back to James it comes, who clips it in early. That one's going to sail away from goal. Simeone has to deal with it. Ahead of Jed Spence, who's piling on the pressure. Spence. Simeone given no time whatsoever, and Spence somehow wins it back. But then again, stolen away quickly by Argentina. Not getting very far, clearing their lines though, the world champions. As that's going to be a free kick. Bellingham brought down again in the final third. That's going to be another England free kick. Yeah, really good play from England again. And it's an awful challenge by Molina, I gotta say. I mean, that's horrendous challenge. I mean, it's just no attempt to win the ball whatsoever. Really cynical challenge, that. Free kick to England then. Dangerous area on the left-hand side. Reece James over it. Less than 10 minutes to go with the first half. England 0, Argentina 0. First chance of the game came from a set piece from England from John Stone's header 2 minutes ago. It's Reece James over this free kick from a similar position to the one a few minutes ago. James goes direct. Martinez parries it away, just a few inches away from goal, not too far. As it's now a bit of head tennis from Argentina to get it clear out of the box. Rice to retrieve, but he gives it away to Julian Alvarez, and now space for Argentina. It's Messi on the right. Well challenged by Spence, but Messi holds on, and Messi still has the ball. Running and roaming, has absolutely clattered Messi as he tried to break through. England's frustrations pouring out there as everything boils over with a couple of the players getting in each other's faces. And the yellow card is out quite swiftly from the referee. He's got the card in the air. I don't know who he's showing it to, but whoever the yellow card is going to get, we'll find out in a second. Rodgers and Lisandro Martinez not too happy with one another there. Hi there. Yellow card in the hand of the referee. I think it's called over both captains just to have a chat. Actually, it's going to be Elliot Anderson who's called over by the referee along with the England captain Harry Kane. He's going to be booked, Elliot Anderson. See this again, beautiful for Messi. I mean, you think he's lost the ball. Kane sees it away, as does Anthony Gordon. I mean, they're seen off by Messi, and then as he comes charging through, Spence in the challenge, and then it's Elliot Anderson just absolutely raking Lionel Messi to the ground. Definitely a yellow card, that, from Elliot Anderson. A free kick here for Argentina. Messi over it, along with Leandro Paredes, who might just step away now. No doubt who's going to take it. It is that man, Lionel Messi. Long range this one, 40 odd yards. Around about 40 yards. What can he deliver here, Messi? Goes short to Paredes. Back to Messi it comes. Maybe trying to work the angle here, Argentina, as Messi roams forward. Tries to shoot from range, blocked. Fernandez does shoot from range! And that one's not too far away. Fernandez instantly claiming that it's a corner. The referee quite, dramatically points to a goal kick. He's saying it's a deflection off Declan Rice. That's, I think, what he was claiming, but goal kick was given. He was travelling from Enzo Fernandez, I gotta say. Sure, hearts would have been in mouths from an England persuasion. Argentina doing well there to win it back from the Pickford clearance. Martinez now. Paredes. Back to Romero. Just settling. Paredes. No rush for Argentina as they head back to their goalkeeper, Emi Martinez. Pick their moments sparingly to the world champions. There is exactly nothing between them at the moment. One shot apiece, none on target, 4 touches in each other's box, and a 0.05 XG from both teams. I mean, it's as even as you could get on the stats front. The only thing that Argentina slightly have on England is the possession, but I mean, that's an arbitrary number at times in modern sport. Less or more possession doesn't really mean anything, as Anderson's indecision there might get them caught out here, England. Bounce around the corner, Rice in cover to clear it away. They dealt with it, England, but not confidently. Just a little bit of miscommunication. Anderson was expecting the defender to step up. They were expecting him to challenge for the ball, and neither did. Argentina profited out of it. Not too drastically, though. 40-minute mark here in Atlanta. Still 0-0. Finally poised. Lionel Messi. Not much room for Messi to manoeuvre, but he doesn't need much room. Alvarez lays it off round the corner. Martinez. Alvarez. Trying to work into a bit of space. That's the time. We'll lay it out wide now to Simeone. Back inside of Fernandez. Simeone. Back to Christian Romero as Argentina continue to push deeper into the English half. Messi. Trying to work the ball into spaces, find those gaps, find those opportunities to exploit. Enzo Fernandez. Back to Lionel Messi again. Trying to deftly find Alexis McAllister, but miscued it there a little bit. And now England might want to spring on the counter. Holding on Jude Bellingham. He's going to see a free kick go England's way and a yellow card as well. Handed out. A yellow card is going to be given. I'm not too sure who it was given to. Actually, Rodgers it was held, and it's Lisandro Martinez. The Manchester United man gets himself an early booking. Steve says, record for the longest time it has taken a team to register their first shot on target at a World Cup match belongs to France. 81st minute during their 2-0 semi-final defeat to Spain. Is that right? Fair enough. Purple says, Argentina needs to take shots at goal. Pushing the ball around and not taking a shot is pointless. I get your point. But it's all about, at the same time though, it's all about being measured. Neither side want to give too much away, if you know what I mean. Too early doors. They know this is a tight, scrappy game. They know there's very little between one another. Messi again trying to dribble through, but really held well was Elliot Anderson, who won it back. He's done well so far at Elliot Anderson against Lionel Messi. Bellingham challenged well by Romero. Both sides putting in some good clean challenges so far. Some nasty ones too, but some clean ones certainly from both teams. You like to see a real physical tussle. Alvarez back to Martinez, now into the path of Leandro Paredes. Molina to Messi, down the right comes Simeone. Tracked all the way by Guehi, and Simeone tries to flick it off Guehi. Flicks it off his own leg and sees it out for an England throw. Steve says longest it took a team to record a first shot on target in a World Cup match that was completely goalless. England beat Ghana group stage match of the 2026 World Cup. Thank you very much. We have our own stats man in the chat. Thank you very much indeed for letting us know. And I gotta say, that shot from John Stones is a record. So we've had the record for the longest shot on target and the longest shot on target in a 0-0 game. The longest we've had before any shot of any sort, on or off target, any sort of shot. The first shot, the longest it's taken, is this game. 32 minutes. The longest wait for a shot in a World Cup match on record. 32 minutes, John Stones, England against Argentina, and the game is still underway. So we're witnessing history, ladies and gentlemen. Minuscule history, but history nonetheless. Bellingham eased off the ball there by Julian Alvarez, says the referee to La Liga opponents. As we surpass the 45-minute mark, and we will have 3 added minutes at the end of this first half. Very little to add on to the end of this first period. Here's Declan Rice. James back to Rice. Here's Harry Kane. Rice wide to the right for Reece James. Again hounded by Alexis McAllister. James tried to lay it off, and Rice did just enough there against Julian Alvarez to win the throw. The Argentina dugout there were very, very sneaky, throwing a second ball onto the field just as England were about to take their throw. Very sneaky that. Here's Declan Rice. Wide to Reece James. Back to Declan Rice again. Play this on repeat. Rodgers getting involved in the play, but back to James it comes, and then to John Stones. James again, down the line to Rodgers. Tagliafico in the way. Morgan Rodgers forced back inside. No one really making a run or making much movement up there for England. Go all the way back here to Jordan Pickford. Elliot Anderson trying to be more direct. Lovely ball forward. But the flag is up. Offside. I think that was Morgan Rodgers who was offside there. It was. Last minute or so of the first half here in Atlanta. England 0, Argentina 0. Neither side with a shot on target so far. 3 shots in total, 2 for Argentina, 1 for England. Possession is slightly in the favour of Argentina. 56-44. But very little to separate these two teams in the first half. Tagliafico eking that one out. There's a challenge on Enzo Fernandez. Goes unpunished by the referee. Says no foul. Harry Kane couldn't find the right pass there through the middle. There's Paredes with a high boot. He won the ball, but the referee said high boot against Reece James. Free kick to England, and that might just call out the half. As Kane gets the free kick taken short. Elliot Anderson, maybe one last foray for England, maybe. And the left-hand side, Jed Spence onto Anthony Gordon. Bodies in the box. Gordon onto his right foot. One last cross, deflected. That's behind for the corner. And the referee has called half-time, so no time for England to take said corner. The whistle goes. And half-time whistle is sounded. The referee just relaying the message to the players that was half-time. They were over the 3 added. It's up to the referee's discretion. He doesn't have to allow them to take the corner. And the half-time whistle goes, so nothing to separate England and Argentina at the break. There's neither a shot on target from either team. The closest either have come. Enzo Fernandez's effort off target from range. John Stones heading wide for England. Very little between them. And this is one tasty semi-final. Half-time, it's England 0, Argentina 0. Sure, one last kick. This is going to be it. This is the moment. Vicario kicks this. And Liverpool are there! Liverpool are Premier League champions! And there it comes! Crystal Palace, for the very first time in their history, are FA Cup winners! Oh, he's found the net! Oh, what a goal! Kvaratskhelia is through, wants to add a 4th, and does so! Ahmad, oh my goodness me! That is absolutely unbelievable. Rice again. Oh! You thought he couldn't beat the first one. He's gone and bettered it. Another whip ball in. The header is in by Virgil van Dijk. Incredible.
easy to use. So call my time, but you weren't really mine, just something to do. Thought I never knew. No surprise, but nevertheless, I'm still stuck in self-defense. No surprise, but nevertheless, I get lost when I look in your eyes. I just want to be next to your heart. Guess all that I do was easy to use. So call my time, but you weren't really mine, just something to do. Thought I never knew. No surprise, but nevertheless, I'm still stuck in self-defense. No surprise, but nevertheless, I get lost when I look in your eyes. I just want to be next to your I get lost when I look in your eyes. Do you even learning? Do you even leave now? Make your escape. You know the fortune favors the brave. So close, just get away. No surprise, but nevertheless, I'm still stuck in self-defense. No surprise, but nevertheless, I get lost when I look in your eyes. I just want to be next to your I get lost when I look in your eyes. Do you even do you even
Welcome back to World Cup 2026 half-time in Atlanta. It's England 0, Argentina 0 in this second semi-final to see who will face Spain in the 2026 FIFA World Cup final on Sunday, 8 o'clock, live here on LFS, and we cannot wait to bring that to you. The showpiece event, the one we've been waiting 3.5 years for to crown our new or a repeat world champion. That's still a possibility. We will find out Sunday at 8 o'clock. But we are half a game away, possibly, from finding out what that final matchup will look like. Will it be Spain-England or will it be Spain-Argentina? We will find out in the next 45 minutes here in Atlanta. But first, before that, we can have a little chat really quickly before the second half gets underway. A very intriguing first half, you got to say, in the game. I think both sides struggled with rhythm, struggled with really getting into the game and getting anything really going on an attacking sense. I think there was a little bit of not a reluctance, but both sides just trying to feel each other out, get the measure of each other. It's a very stop-start, a kind of gritty first half, to say the very least, between the two teams. Very little between them on that front, but it's very stop-start. We'll see how that kind of turns out or turns around in the second half when that comes around very, very shortly. And we cannot wait for it. I don't know if we're expecting a more attacking focus second half, but we hope that that's the case. We've had the gritty, hard-fought nature. Now give us all the goals and we'll be pleased. We'll be very happy. But a big second half to come between England and Argentina. Back after this. Welcome back to World Cup 2026. I was just hearing there some analysis on a possible complaint from Leandro Paredes about Harry Kane covering his mouth. But he was talking to the referee. The rule suggests that he shouldn't be sent off for that because he wasn't talking to another player. It was just intriguing that I completely missed that a little earlier on, but that was picked up. But a big second half to come, and the players about to emerge. The Argentina players already out there onto the field. The England players following suit in a moment. And a huge second 45 to come between these two to see who will join Spain in the World Cup final on a number of days' time. On Sunday evening in New York, who will be there to try and claim the glory? The reigning world champions are here at the moment, being held to a 0-0 draw by England here in Atlanta. Both sides have given themselves a good battle, given their opponents a good game so far, but nothing in an attacking sense to really concern either defence so far. We expect this second half to be, if not more of the same, maybe a bit more attacking than the first half certainly was. We hope that's the case anyway. For the second period, England will get us going here in a second. Here's Declan Rice on the centre spot, waiting for the ball to be delivered to him as the referee rolls it into Rice's feet, does a few keepy-ups, and then settles the ball on the centre circle, ready for kick-off. The long countdown continues to the second half. What is beholden of one of these two teams? What can they do to secure success and progression on who will fall just short of the mark? Well, a false start, so we will restart. That was anticlimactic, to say the very least. Now we get going. There we go. So Declan Rice gets us underway for the second half eventually. Long launch there from Jordan Pickford into a dangerous area, dealt with by Argentina quickly. Flick round the corner from Gordon is again dealt with as Argentina get the ball in a bit of space here. Halfway line, space is opened up for Julian Alvarez. He has to feed it back to Alexis McAllister to recycle. Penny says, why should he have been sent off? Well, the claim was from Leandro Paredes that Harry Kane covered his mouth, which is now a red card offence. But that is only a red card offence if you're talking to another player by covering your mouth, which, of course, has been a new rule for this World Cup. He was talking to the referee, therefore, by the rules, there is no necessary need for a red card. But, of course, Argentina have made those claims. They will argue their case. Whether it be right or wrong, they would argue that case because you never know. The referee might swing in your favour, but definitely not. It was completely missed. It was a bit of a non-event, really, but it was something that was spotted in the analysis at half-time that I had to mention. But nothing having done for it, and correctly so. I mean, it was never anything concerning out of that. Here is Emi Martinez. Like statues, the two teams here. So Martinez is the one to kick long. Nice header there to direct it, and Alvarez has picked it up here in the box. Alvarez! Measuring, great save by Jordan Pickford down to his left. Messi full stretch to win it back. Alvarez swinging and twisting. It's the side netting goal kick. They're claiming corner. The referee has given a corner. Well, two big chances there, back-to-back for Julian Alvarez. One stop by Pickford. The other one seemed to have been deflected for a corner. We see this again. Sat Jed Spence down on his right foot, firing towards goal. Did it take a deflection? Couldn't quite see, but it came off the side netting at last. Two big chances and now an Argentina corner. Messi to take the corner. Referee happy with one or two pushing and shoving in the mix. Messi to deliver. Goes shorts. Back to Messi it comes. Messi delivers into the box. Headed away there by John Stones. As England just about fend that one off and try to counter themselves, but a crunching challenge. Sliding challenge there, wins it back as Messi breaking towards the box, runs into trouble. Bellingham sees him off. Goal kick to England. Good strong defending by the two number 10s there in a full tussle. Messi was just onside. Did well there, Lionel Messi. Bellingham did better. Seen him out for a goal kick. Strong early start there from Argentina at the start of the half. It's a fair point, Jane. Does Pickford ever catch the ball? That's no slight on Jordan Pickford. He's certainly a top goalkeeper, a goalkeeper that has always been relied upon for England. You don't get to as many international tournaments as he has and make as many appearances as he has in the sticks for England without being a really good goalkeeper, but I can see what you mean. He's a bit theatrical at times, Jordan Pickford, with the saves, but all that matters is that he makes them and they don't go into his net. That's all that matters. Here is Jed Spence down the left here for England. Molina in chase. Spence gets across and that one is cleared away by Lisandro Martinez. Out for an England throw. Anywhere will do. Lisandro Martinez there. Jed Spence again looking dangerous in the wide area. Long throw from Spence. Nice work there as no room for Bellingham to pick up the ball. Beaten to it by Romero. Oh, no, a little heavy touch there from Julian Alvarez. Unable to take it into his stride. Anderson is fending off the challenge. England recycle. Guehi. Harry Kane. Dropping very deep to get involved. Lays it out wide. James. Down the line to Rodgers. Tagliafico in cover along with the McAllister. Tagliafico beaten. No cross getting past Lisandro Martinez again, who's there to clear for Argentina. Bouncing ball that will drop the way of Argentina here. I want the foul there, England, but referee waves it away on Morgan Rodgers. Romero! Oh, couldn't step overs in his own box there. Goodness me, that was dangerous from Christian Romero. Got away with it, but goodness me, I think he was the only man that was calm in that situation. Everybody else, I'm sure, was wondering what the hell he was doing. Spence clears long and does well. Finds Bellingham, who's being held quite clearly there by Romero, who's going to get a yellow card. That's both Argentina centre-backs now on yellow cards. That's a worrying sign. The world champions, but Romero was never going to let go of Jude Bellingham. Grabbed him by the love handles. At least take him for a drink first. Romero gives away the foul and gets a yellow card for his troubles. Mark Guehi now to John Stones. On to Elliot Anderson. Nice ball out wide to Anthony Gordon on the left. Tracked by two. Gordon onto his right foot. Molina sees him away, but only as far as Elliot Anderson does it go. He's hounded away from goal. Forced all the way back to his own goalkeeper there, Jordan Pickford. England high up the field. Argentina doing the defending at the moment. Here's James. Back to John Stones. And across to Guehi. Patience from England. Aggression from Argentina, you feel, at the start of this second half. Differing approach. Spence almost caught on the ball, but the foul has been given by the American referee. See that battle between Simeone and Jed Spence. A stray arm from Simeone, but I mean, makes contact, but no intentional contact from Simeone there at all. Molina. Fernandez back to Paredes. And across now to Lisandro Martinez for Argentina. Crosses the halfway line. The ball at his feet. Finds Julian Alvarez in a pocket of space. In behind Anderson. Alvarez out to the left. Finds Tagliafico. Back to McAllister. Square across to Molina now. Takes it in stride. Wide to the right to Giuliano Simeone. Inside to Messi. Round the corner to Fernandez. Nice movement this from Argentina. Fernandez feeds it down the right. Simeone lays it off to Molina, who fires across and it bobbles around. England's able to clear it away, but not without a bit of danger there from Argentina. Pushing now. Martinez. Paredes. Bit of pressure from the world champions. Fernandez wide. Simeone. Back to Leandro Paredes. Measuring up for the effort. I think that was a shot. Well off target from Leandro Paredes. Looked like it was measuring up for a cross and then decided to hit a bulldozing shot that went very well wide. There's the FIFA president again getting his usual. I mean, he looks like someone who's. He looks like a robot being controlled at times, Gianni Infantino. He looks so lost in what's happening. It looks like he does not care one bit about being at this game. He does not care. Long ball over the top from Harry Kane. Oh, it's a great challenge there by Tagliafico, but it's picked up second ball by Rice. Swung in by Bellingham. Across it comes and in it goes from Anthony Gordon. Jolly on the spot for England, who take first blood in this semi-final. The Three Lions have found their roar. And Argentina on the back foot. England in front. Messi looks to the skies in disbelief. Anthony Gordon, who might be taking up the reins at Barcelona at the start of the season, has found the space to give England the opener in this. Challenge from Tagliafico, picked up by Rice. Found Bellingham. And a deft run by Anthony Gordon round the back, not tracked by Molina. Beautiful ball in by Rodgers. Bounces up. Beautiful adjustment from Anthony Gordon to deftly see it into the bottom left corner. That is world class. Beautiful from England, who take the advantage. England 1, Argentina 0. A scrub of the hair from Lionel Messi to say what just happens. Anthony Gordon, the man of the moment for England. It's been the Bellingham and Kane show for the majority of it for England. But they need someone else to step up at times. And it is Anthony Gordon this time who steps up in the 55th minute to give England the lead in this semi-final. The last time England beat Argentina it was by a goal to nil 24 years ago. Sir David Beckham, the man on the spot to score in that game for England. 24 years on, Anthony Gordon can be taking that name and taking that glory against the world champions, who have a lot of work to do. England winning it back here quickly. They got two against Mexico in 2 minutes. Couldn't get on the end of that one. There could Jude Bellingham. Lovely little flick round the corner for Messi. Argentina on the scene here, and they're in behind. It's Giuliano Simeone charging in on goal. Simeone, what a tackle by Jed Spence. What a challenge. That is unreal. Giuliano Simeone charging towards goal, and what a tackle by Jed Spence that is. What a tackle. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Corner to Argentina. He could have had a leveler there if Spence didn't time that right, or he didn't get in the way of it from Simeone's run. Messi to deliver. Goes short again. Little 1-2. Back to Lionel Messi to work the angle. Cleared away from McAllister at the front post by Harry Kane. Out for the Argentina throw. Paredes. Now Enzo Fernandez. Into McAllister. Round the corner to Messi. Messi on the wide right. Chops onto his left. Finds it back to Paredes. Bodies in the box here for Argentina. Can they find one of them? Lisandro Martinez. Square to Paredes. Back again to Romero. Now Molina. Messi. Again linking up with McAllister. And wide to Simeone. Enzo Fernandez now. Clipping it round the corner. It's a little deep. And that's going to be seen out by Jordan Pickford. Goal kick to England. You look at this for a cross from Morgan Rogers. I mean, the question marks as to why he's playing in that wide right position, Morgan Rogers. Well, that's why. A delivery of a tasty nature and a deft little touch at the back post from Anthony Gordon to see it in. Beautiful. Argentina on the press here. Squeezing England's. Jordan Pickford with the ball. Oh, gets a little bit awkward. His pass beaten to it by Simeone. Here is Lionel Messi. Angling, battling. No time or space to return a shot. Paredes now. McAllister. On the half turn. Squeezes it through a little gap that wasn't really there. It's Harry Kane doing the defending in his own box. Has to scream it away for a throw in. Argentina hunting England down. Was gifting them two great chances there, England. Messi. Fernandez. Alvarez. Paredes now. Swift, sharp movement from Argentina in response to this England opener. Simeone. Wide on the right. Clips it into the box early. Away by Rice at the back. Tagliafico picks up again. Fernandez. Wide to Molina. Romero. Lisandro Martinez. Back to Christian Romero. Down the right hand side to Simeone it comes. England having to shuffle across. Side to side. Ensuring there's no way through. 30 minutes. That's what leaves them between this and the 90 is the shot from Enzo Fernandez is over the crossbar. Another moment dealt with by England. Well, they had a heroic bit of defending with 10 men against Mexico and the Azteca in the round of 16 England. This is going to have to be a Herculean type effort against the reigning world champions if they're going to hang on here. There's a few postcodes onside there. Anthony Gordon just showed us the call of onside offside, but he was a few postcodes onside. Good few meters. Enzo Fernandez into McAllister. No panic though from Argentina. Messi. Down the right to Simeone. Back to Lionel Messi. He skips away from the in-challenging Bellingham. Skipping away little 1-2s. Couldn't quite find the last pass there again. Argentina as England scramble it clear. McAllister. Edging to hold off the challenges. Does well. Alvarez. Around the corner to Paredes. Messi with a reverse. Couldn't quite hold on to it. McAllister again. Cleaned away by England. Only as far as Molina. It's attack v defence at the moment. Argentina pushing. England fending them off for the moment. Messi. McAllister. Molina. Paredes. Paredes to Martinez, squeezing that one through a gap that didn't seem to be there, but Alvarez again unable to hold on to it. And again, England, everything that comes in and towards the box, there is no way through for Argentina to exploit. Any gaps, they're non-existent. Messi, challenged by Spence, 3 around him. They did get the ball off him, but quickly won back by Argentina. Not the best of clearances from Spence, followed up by Reece James, then away by Rodgers, who finds Harry Kane. Tries to find it out wide to Rodgers, but that should be covered over and dealt with, and is by Lisandro Martinez. Kind of think it's about England now trying to get to the hydration break. That's what you kind of feel the next milestone would be for this English team in a defending situation. Throw around the corner from Molina, finding Simeone, but the referee has stopped it. In the midst of play, you have to retake it. Wasn't happy with the taking of the throw in there. Lionel Scaloni getting a bit more animated down there, as it's going to be an Argentina substitution here. Leandro Paredes is coming off. We're going to see Nico Gonzalez coming on. So Paredes off, Gonzalez on, a midfield switch for Argentina. A difference of idea from Argentina. Enzo Fernandez has come deep in the role that Paredes was playing. Gonzalez has just gone into the role that Fernandez was playing further forward. That could work maybe in Argentina's favour with a more of a settled midfield look they've been used to in this tournament. Martinez trying to apply the width. Back to Fernandez it goes. Into Messi. Sea of wall in front of him. Finds a pass across. Header into the box was dealt with again by England just about as Rice tries to clear. Will be a goal kick, I think. It is. What a ball by Messi again. He's had a wall in front of him. He couldn't see around it. Finds Nico Gonzalez, who heads it back across towards Tagliafico. John Stones with the block and header to clear away. Did enough there. Fabulous from John Stones. Necessary bit of defending. Pickford. Under a bit of pressure. Telegraphs that one into the path of Simeone, but the ample bodies there, England, to win it. Picked up here by Guehi, who spins away from the press of Simeone. Bellingham. Down the line to Jed Spence. Inside to Kane. Kane with the switch, looking for Rodgers. Reece James now takes it in. Cuts it in. Rice to shoot! And just kind of passed it into the hands of Emi Martinez, who rolls it out, bowls it out. Enzo Fernandez couldn't get a hold of it. One by Rice. Now Harry Kane. He will hit one. That one will be taking all the pace off it. And Emi Martinez comes and gathers. Pull back there by Morgan Rodgers on Tagliafico. Argentina free kick. It's been much more free-flowing this second half between the two teams. Much more of that type of nature. Really enjoyable, to say the very least. Lovely from Messi in space. Drifting and dribbling. Beautiful from Messi. Oh, beautiful whip ball into the box. Cut back was poor. Not great at all. And it's cleared behind for a corner by England. Rice with the defending. Beautiful again from Messi, though. Just the cut back from the wide area. Wasn't great. I don't know if it was Nico Gonzalez that was trying to cut it back across. Didn't quite find anywhere near a threatening target in the middle for Argentina. As Messi picks up the ball and Dan has a little foray over to the corner flag to take this corner. Messi, left-footed, deep into the box. Lots queuing up. Dealt with, though, by England again. First contact to everything that comes into their area at the moment, England's. So they need to. Enzo Fernandez finds Giuliano Simeone. Simeone waits it in behind. Tagliafico trying to cross. That's blocked. Corner for Argentina. Elliot Anderson with a block this time. Getting tantalisingly close to the hydration break. Another Argentina corner will emerge. This will be their 4th corner of the game. Messi once again over to take. Everybody queuing up at the back post in Argentina colours. Messi over it. Left-footed, it's deep into the box. Bobbled around. Anthony Gordon's there in the spot to react first and clear it away. No nonsense from England. Clear it as far as you can. Messi spins one in. That's a header! What a save by Pickford! Great save by Jordan Pickford, and it's a free kick to England after the fact. What a ball in by Messi. What a save by Jordan Pickford from the header. Beautiful in by Messi, and the header from Nico Gonzalez again. And Pickford with a fabulous reactionary save down to his right hand side to stop it. And that's going to get the hydration break. Fabulous stop by Jordan Pickford to deny Nico Gonzalez a moment there. Well, I think we all deserve a little bit of a hydration break after that dramatic first 20 minutes of the second half. Well, as it stands, the votes in the chat, 54% has gone in England's favour at the moment, saying England will win. 54% of the chat, 46% in Argentina's favour. Thank you very much for everybody who got involved. Great having your kind of interaction with the channel. Thank you very much, everybody, for getting involved. I'm going to close that poll right now for the moment, but thank you everyone who got involved in that. Thank you everybody for getting involved in the chat. It's been great to have your company with this one so far. Remember, still a big 20 minutes to come to see, can England hold on? Will Argentina have something to say? Fabulous save though by Jordan Pickford. Huge save. And a bigger moment came at the other end when Anthony Gordon was able to deftly guide it into the net from the Morgan Rogers cross. 20 minutes to make history for this England squad. 20 minutes to be the first England team in 6 decades to reach a World Cup final. That's what's on the line here. The cross from Messi makes this moment for Argentina. Good header by Nico Gonzalez, just directing it at the pace, and power was on it. Just needed directing. Did everything right, Argentina, but it was even better with Jordan Pickford's reactionary save. The Killers, they're singing in the speakers here around the stadium. Was that the killing moment in this game for England? Will Jordan Pickford be Mr. Brightside by the final whistle? Even the kids are loving it. I'm going to see a change here for England. Ezri Konsa is going to be coming on. And the man at the moment, the man of the moment, Anthony Gordon, is going to be coming off. England's goal scorer is off. Ezri Konsa is on, so clear direction from England. Some fresh defensive legs. I don't think they'll change system, though. I think they'll... I mean, they could change to a back 5, but they could also put Reece James in the midfield and Ezri Konsa could be at right back, so that could still happen. Argentina making a ream of changes here. I think that's 3 changes in one go here from Argentina. Going to see the introduction of Gonzalo Montiel, Rodrigo de Paul and Nicolas Otamendi are all coming on for Argentina. So Otamendi, de Paul and Montiel all on. Molina, Simeone and Lisandro Martinez are all off. That's 4 changes Argentina have made in the game so far. 4 substitutions, England with just the solitary 1 to this point. Spence to take the throw down the line. Harry Kane trying to fend off the challenge of Romero. Argentina win the throw out of the situation. Jane says, great game so far, as last night's was. 100%. 2 very enjoyable semi-finals so far. Very, very enjoyable. This one much closer than last night's one was, you feel. France were well beaten by Spain. Albeit the scoreline wasn't completely swung in their favour for a long time in that one, but that didn't really matter. England throw there. They wasn't too sure, the assistant, what way to put his flag, but goes in England's favour. Lovely from Enzo Fernandez to drive through, finding Julian Alvarez. Has space to break here down the left. Cuts back inside, finds Enzo Fernandez. Now Rodrigo de Paul, fresh legs on the field. To Messi. Now Montiel round the outside. Montiel with the early ball in. Over the head of McAllister. And that's hooked away by England at the back post. Argentina using their fresh legs to create some opportunity. Not allowed to take the quick throw. Referee allowing them now to take it. Montiel to De Paul. Back to Romero. Square across to Otamendi. Tagliafico. Otamendi. Wide to Montiel. Trying to get their 3 subs involved in the game pretty quickly here, Argentina. The new subs. Here's Gonzalo Montiel again. Messi. Inside to Fernandez. Wide it goes to Nicolas Otamendi. Back to Fernandez. Side to side from Argentina. De Paul's ball in. Header! What a save again! I don't think he knew much about that, Pickford, but he was in the right place at the right time to stop McAllister's diving header. Flashpoint to say the very least there. De Paul again. Goes short this time. Spun wide. Alvarez. Montiel into the box. McAllister again the targeted man. Cleared away by Bellingham. Blocked down by Kane, but again it's one-way traffic. Goodness me, that come out of nowhere. Alvarez. De Paul round the corner. Montiel again providing the width. Back to De Paul. Whips it in again. The header again. Into Pickford's hands from McAllister's header. They're firing in the crosses now, Argentina. Getting a bit of joy on them, but not getting them past Jordan Pickford. 3 or 4 headers in this game that Pickford's had the saves of. Fabulous. I have to see that one again. McAllister and Pickford saving it by just standing there. It's maybe what he doesn't do that makes the save. Look at this. De Paul's ball in, beautiful. McAllister's header, beautiful. Into the corner. Wonderful moment, but Pickford again in the way. Goodness me. This is turning into a real storied spell from Jordan Pickford. Coming up with big moments for England so far. Denying Argentina. Messi. De Paul round the corner. Quickly to Montiel. No waiting around. No time to wait for Argentina. De Paul. Fernandez. Messi into the middle. Round the back. Header across is just wide. Just wide. From Nico Gonzalez. I think the flag was up anyway, but goodness me. Hanging by a thread here at times, England. I think he was onside there. If he was offside, it was by, a length of her. If that. That is as tight as I've seen it in a long time, that offside call. It is given offside, but it's wide anyway. Many chances, but Argentina are now creating. They are pushing. England are holding on. But it is constant one-way traffic. Argentina on the front foot, pushing for a leveller. And England fending them off for the moment. Spence. Ezri Konsa, apologies. In with the sliding challenge there on Nico Gonzalez to see it out for the throw. 12 minutes of normal time to go. England 1, Argentina 0. Here in Atlanta, Georgia, in the World Cup semi-final. Messi, onto his left, was beaten there just for strength by Morgan Rogers, and England want to spring away on a rare foray forward for the Three Lions. This could be come up clutch. Rogers blocked by Nicolas Otamendi. Elliot Anderson scrambling it upfield, but that's easily picked off. Montiel and De Paul link up there for Argentina. De Paul. Tagliafico. Back to Rodrigo De Paul. Enzo Fernandez. Wide to Messi. Down the line to Montiel. Back to Messi. Messi takes it off the toes of Enzo Fernandez to find Tagliafico. And back to Enzo Fernandez it comes, and now to Messi. Keeping the ball moving, Argentina. They've not been settled. They've just kept it zipping from side to side, keeping the ball moving. Messi, though, was fended off there. Forced back are Argentina. Enzo Fernandez plays back to Emi Martinez, who's had a rare moment in the game. The Argentinian keeper kept only 2 clean sheets at this World Cup in now 7 games. Alvarez with the switch. Montiel takes it in first time, does well, finds De Paul. Again closed down. Enzo Fernandez. On to Messi, who had to hold off the challenges. Still holding them off as he lays it back to Otamendi. Swung in by Tagliafico. Round the back, Montiel back across, overhead kick challenge. Just scrambling and clear England, and they'll get the free kick. Harry Kane goes down. Goodness me. Every time the ball gets anywhere near in England's box, it's chaos. It's chaos. As Tagliafico's going to make way here for Lautaro Martinez. It's all caution to the wind now for Argentina. 10 minutes to save their defence of their title. And a little issue for Reece James for England. We've had all sorts of problems with right back throughout the tournament. Fabulous defensive header there from Mark Gurhey. Tries the overhead kick there. Did Otamendi, I think that was. Didn't quite work out the way he wanted it to. Yeah, well, Reece James has to leave the field. We know that. That's the rules. At least the minutes. I think Nico Aureli's going to be coming on, so England might make that switch to deny that, and they're going to make another change. Dan Burns coming on as well. All defensive focused for England, these changes. Dan Burn and Nico O'Reilly, the two. That will make all three of England's substitutions defensive ones. See, Declan Rice is going to make way, as is Reece James. So double substitution for England. James and Rice off. O'Reilly and Byrne on. 8 minutes of normal time. Plus the added. England 1, Argentina 0. Anthony Gordon's goal separating the two. Pickford with the long launch. That's straight out of play for a throw. Montiel. De Paul. Enzo Fernandez. It's Argentina break forward again. 5-4-1 from England. It's as deep as they can get. It's as defensive a shape as they can pose. But it's whatever will work to hold off the reigning world champions. And it's working to this point. De Paul. Otamendi. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Rodrigo De Paul. Going to line one up from range. That was a wasted effort. O'Reilly with the block. And very heavy and involved in battling to win the ball back off Messi, but Argentina prevail. Fernandez. Weighted down the left-hand side. Gonzalez to Alvarez. Now to De Paul. Again wide to Messi. Messi first time. Ball in! That one sails its way through for a goal kick. Pickford knew what was coming out of that one. O'Reilly getting committed with his challenges. Will give Argentina the throw. Time ticking away though. Spun wide here to Nico Gonzalez. Alvarez. Enzo Fernandez going to hit one from range. That might have took a helping hand from Jordan Pickford. Corner it is. Yeah, it was a travelling one. He had one early in the game, Enzo Fernandez. He was claiming a corner on that one. That one is definitely a corner. Pickford with the stop. Messi takes short. No waiting around again from Argentina. No time to wait. Back to Messi it comes. Onto his left. Rolls it to the edge. It will be Enzo Fernandez again! That is incredible! Level are the world champions! Cups his ears! Enzo Fernandez, third time in this game he's gone from one for distance. It's third time's a charm for Enzo Fernandez. The world champions are level, and my goodness, what a way to level it. An absolute screamer from Enzo Fernandez. He says, let me hear you. Let me hear your criticisms. Beautiful. I mean, Argentina have been doing this all night from the corners. Little 1-2s with Messi. This time, though, England are so deep in the box. No one is tracking Enzo Fernandez at the edge of the D. I mean, no one's expecting him to hit this with such ferocity. But he sets it up and he has the time to hit it well. With his right foot, curling away from Pickford. Beautiful finish by Enzo Fernandez. 1-1. And with minutes now left of the 90, we're on for a grand finale. Goodness me, what a finish. What a goal. A moment of magic. A bolt from the blue. From the man who plays in blue at club level and is playing in dark blue for his country. A bolt from that man. And look at the Argentinian fans who have been desperate for a moment in this game. And finally it has come. England have been hanging on. But finally, Argentina found the C4 and hit detonate. And they blasted England's defence to pieces there. England won, Argentina won. Who said this game was ready to be over? No one wants this to finish anytime soon. Beautiful. Beautiful. And now Argentina with the momentum. It's the last thing England need. This to get any worse. Rodrigo de Paul. Now will England just try and hang on for extra time? Is that a losing battle they will be fighting at that range? Enzo Fernandez, wide to Messi it goes. Messi dribbling towards the area. Messi trying to angle one. Pickford measured that wrong, but it was well defended by John Stones, who's dropped to the ground. The referee has stopped it for a head injury on John Stones. The referee calling the medical staff to have a look at the England defender. Argentina not happy. The referee has stopped the game, saying that he's play acting and that it's not an injury, but the referee explaining that if he says that if the player indicates that it's a head injury, he has to stop it by the rules. Shake of the head from Mick Jagger. Look at that from John Stones. Rolling Stone to John Stones. Look at the bouncing from the Argentina fans. Such passion. Look at that for a finish, though. This game's been wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Goodness me, though. What a finish. Perfect stage for it. He says, let me hear you. Talk all you want. Just wow. That's all you can say. Just wow. Well, we go for another 30 minutes, I think. If we voted on it, I think a lot of us would say yes. We want another 30 minutes of this. This has been one hell of a matchup. Well worth the 2.5 decade wait for. It's not finished yet. 90 minutes has surpassed. We will have 9 added minutes. Remember as well, John Stones, having received treatment, now has to go off the field for at least one of those 9 minutes. And England's with 10 for the moment. Argentina with the momentum towards the end of this this second half, shall I say. Body's on the line. Oh, actually, John Stones is straight back on the field. Interesting. Maybe with a head injury that he doesn't have to stay off for 1 minute. I'm not too sure. Anyway, Lionel Messi on the ball on the right. Little 1-2s. Couldn't find the return. Sloppily given away there as it breaks for Harry Kane, and a drive of a ball from Jude Bellingham. The two that have carried England to this stage. But he could carry it no more there, Jude Bellingham, as it was intercepted. Alvarez. Wide to Nico Gonzalez. Alvarez. Fernandez. Wide to Gonzalez. Inside, finds Alexis McAllister! Off the post! McAllister was inches away. Back to Messi. You feel like England are hanging by a thread. Ball in! Headed in! It's 2-1 Argentina! It's Lautaro Martinez! They go absolutely nuts from the bench! I mean, literally every single coach they can imagine is there. Another Argentinian hero in added time. These world champions are not letting grip of this trophy go from them. No, just no. My goodness me. 92nd minute. And Lautaro Martinez pops up with a header. From McAllister heading the post mere seconds earlier. Messi quickly wins it back. And Lionel Messi again for the second time in this game sets up another goal for Argentina. What a ball in. Free header at the back post for Lautaro Martinez. Lionel Messi might not have the goals, but he certainly has the assists. 2 for him, 2 for Argentina. England 1, Argentina 2. What a comeback from the world champions, who have been piling on the pressure, knocking at the door. We thought the door was blasted down at 1-1. Well, they've made sure the hinges are not going back on that door. And England, a gaping hole in the back of the English defence, which holds 5. And now, with 6 minutes to go of the 9 added, maybe more, now England have no choice but to break forward. They are the team that need to throw caution to the wind now. This tournament, what has the consensus been? Teams that defend and hold on to results don't get the results they want. We have seen so many teams continue to be aggressive when 1-0 up and get their rewards for it. But Argentina, for the last 35 minutes, have been pounding on the English defence. And 2 goals in the matter of, 7-8 minutes has got them 2 goals. 2 big moments. Now England have to find their next moment in the next 5. Konza with a long throw into the box. Headed away. Taken in by Stones, who heads it round the corner. Ezri Konza takes it in a stride, and that goes out for an England throw off the Argentinian defenders. And Lionel Scaloni looks much happier than he did 3, 4, maybe even 10 minutes ago. No surprise. Another Konza throw. Headed away at the near post. But tonight England with the all-out attacking approach. Konza with another ball in. Headed away by Gonzalez again. Bouncing out for another England throw. England readying 2 changes, by the way. Looks like it's Marcus Rashford's one of them, I know that. Couldn't quite see the other one. It's Ivan Toney. So Rashford and Toney on. Ivan Toney with his first minutes at this World Cup. You're going to see John Stones and Jed Spence making way for England. So an England side who'd been making defensive changes with their first 3 subs now make 2 all-out attacking changes to try and rescue a level, to try and get to extra time at least. Konza with a shorter throw this time. In the corner, crossed in again by Ezri Konza, is dealt with by Argentina as they clear away. Both sets of fans have their hands clasped together, praying that their team can come up with a result. Long launch by Pickford. Held up by Harry Kane. The ball was dropping, it was hooked clear by Christian Romero. Back in again towards the area. Again Romero gets his head in the way to clear. 2.5 of the 9 to go. I suspect maybe a minute or so more, if not more than that, on the end of the 9. Ball into the box again. It's Harry Kane, the first man involved, and hooked away by Julian Alvarez. Messi and Lautaro Martinez, the only 2 forward for Argentina. They try and press Morgan Rogers. Felt he was being held, but the referee says play on as Pickford has the ball now. Only English player in the English half. Long ball into the box. Keeper to keeper as Emi Martinez takes it down and now claims he's got an issue. He's okay, springs back to his feet. The Aston Villa keeper. Well, look at the... I mean, this is just magical. Say what you want about Argentina. Say what you want about controversy and whatever you think about the decisions that have gone their way in this tournament. But if anyone says that this is not deserved, you're either completely against Argentina and hate them, or you don't love football. Because this has been sensational. Really sensational. Their comeback ability in this tournament, though, has been really quite special. Cape Verde in the round of 32, albeit not an opponent that they should be fighting toe for toe with. But this is the World Cup we're talking about. No team is easy to beat. Cape Verde were one of the stories of the tournament, and credit to them for taking Argentina all the way to extra time. But Argentina found a way through that one. In the round of 16, it wasn't going their way either against Egypt. 2-0 down. Fought to find a 3-2 result to spring back with a late winner. Rashford did well there around the outside, got past Montiel, but the cross is dealt with. Messi skips inside Nico O'Reilly. Alvarez a little isolated there. Messi helping out, and Messi will win the free kick off Harry Kane. So it's all boiled over a little bit again. Frustrations sneaking through. And then needing extra time to see past Switzerland as well, Argentina. It's not been easy in the knockout stages, but it's not meant to be easy. It's not meant to be a plain sailing run to the finish line. It's meant to be tough. It's meant to be hard. It's meant to be difficult. And the best find a way to come through it all. And it seems like they are once again finding a way, Argentina, to come through it all. Into the 100th minute of this game. Emi Martinez hooking it forward. Seen under play by Lautaro Martinez. Straight out for an England throw. Getting to last chance saloon now for the Three Lions, whose roars have been engulfed by the roar of the Argentinians, and they might want to finish it off here with a bit of style. Messi's smart. Doesn't want to go for goal. He's just going to settle at the sideline here, Lionel Messi. Penalty was fouled, says no, does the referee. England launch forward again, but Argentina have the ample cover to deal with it. So Emi Martinez hooks away. Anderson wins the ball deep in the English half. Surpassed 100 minutes, surely. We're at the last embers of this game. Long ball forward, burn the target, but dealt with again by Argentina. Emi Martinez, or Enzo Fernandez, clears. Throw in for England. Referee has one look at the watch. They will have one more chance, possibly. Down the line it goes. Hooked away again. Back towards Elliot Anderson, the last man back for England. Ezri Konsa feeds it back to Pickford. This is surely the last chance. Surely one more go of it. Pickford looping into the box. Martinez scrambled, cleared. Not fully cleared. And they're saying free kick to Argentina. Is the referee. That might be just that. And that should curtail it, you would suspect, right now. Emi Martinez will have all the time in the world to try and clear this ball. He will take all the time in the world to do it. Lautaro Martinez, along with Enzo Fernandez, the two-pronged team that finally do it for Argentina. The comeback kings, the reigning champions, once again have done it. They're into back-to-back World Cup finals, and they might go back-to-back. They're just one win away from being immortalised in World Cup folklore. Lionel Messi, 3.5 years ago, didn't have a World Cup trophy to his name. There was doubts over whether he would be the greatest of all time. Well, maybe just 4 years later, he can look back on his international career and go, I've got two under my belt. One more win to come for them. But what a comeback from Argentina. England struck first through Anthony Gordon. But once again, Argentina never know when they're beaten. A leveller from Enzo Fernandez. Equalised on 85 from a rocket from range. And a Lautaro Martinez header at the back post sealed the deal. Put a stamp on that one. Because Argentina are back in the World Cup final. Fabulous. Just fabulous. Disbelief and shock on the faces of the English support and the English players, who've been worthy battlers in this tournament. Give them no qualms about that. Give them full credit. They've had their tough difficulties to come through England, but nothing quite as tough as Argentina. Jude Bellingham getting a little riled up there. But the 60 years of hurt will continue for at least another 4. The first competitive meeting between England and Argentina in 24 years certainly lived up to the bill. And another World Cup semi-final that doesn't go in England's favour. Another that goes in Argentina's. It's now 6 out of 6. When reaching a semi-final at a World Cup, they have progressed from every single one. They've won 3 of the 5 finals they've reached. They now want to find star number 4. And they will face Spain, who are searching for star number 2. I mean, what a game. I mean, before we leave you, we have to talk about what a game this was. What a spectacle for a World Cup semi-final. I mean, it's absolutely fabulous, to say the very least. Absolutely fabulous. And now we have our final. Here it is. It's Spain against Argentina. Lamine Yamal against Lionel Messi. So many stars on show there. The European champions take on the South American champions, shall I say. There, the team that won the Copa America against the team that won the Euros. I mean, it's what we all wanted. It's maybe not what the scriptwriters expected. France-England was probably the most likely outcome. France-Argentina maybe too. But it's Spain-Argentina that we will see on Sunday take to the fields to be crowned world champions. It's either title number 2 for Spain or title number 4 for Argentina. Before that, we will have the build-up to that, the bronze final. Who will take the bronze medal? Will it be France or England? We will find out Saturday at 10 o'clock. The kickoff there from Miami, Florida. France against England. But just to recap there before we leave you, there it is. The World Cup final for 2026. Spain against Argentina. Europe v South America again. The champions of their continents will now want to be champions of the world. Argentina have a chance to go back-to-back at the World Cup. Spain have the chance to do it for the first time in 16 years. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But goodness me, what a game. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been a blessing to be with you for this one tonight. What a spectacle we were witness to. Lautaro Martinez, the hero, his name who will be up on lights and will be shining bright throughout the night and for the next couple of days. Lionel Messi again, setting up the 2 goals. I mean, what more can you say about him? The undisputed greatest of all time, Lionel Messi. No argument now. And England's falling again at the second to last hurdle at the World Cup. That is now another 4 years that will go by the wayside for the 3 Lions. And another missed opportunity. We'll see them in action on Saturday against France in the bronze final. But it is Spain-Argentina for the showpiece. The World Cup final 2026. Will it be Spain or Argentina? Join us for that on Sunday. Thanks for your company tonight. We'll see you again at the weekend. Bye-bye.